chickies and chicks and neither of those don't apply to you. Welcome to Big Falls Time. My name is Katie. Today, I am going to be popping this palette cherry. This is the Chamonix. No, I'm sure that is that spelled pronounced Chamonix? Chamonix? There's no way that's pronounced Chamonix, is it? Après ski. The color story looks like this. Honestly, the minute I saw it, I was so fucking relieved that there was actually a good color story that's being launched at this, when this was being launched. Because as you guys know, I'm pretty fucking blue. I'm a little blue about my situation. So I was really excited to see it. Now, here's the kicker. They revealed the palette. I was definitely getting it. I honestly, this is definitely a launch that I was getting by Nomad. And like probably, I don't know, 10 days ago, I got a message from the owner of Nomad asking me if I wanted to be on their PR team for 2025 and giving me a discount code and a link. I said yes. I may have even said absolutely. I waited a moment. I paused. I didn't just answer immediately. And I said yes, and here's why. I want more shit to show you guys. I want more shit to like feature for you guys. And I felt like it was Providence. You know what I mean? I felt like it was like my higher power was like saying, feature Nomad. And so, I mean, obviously that is what it was. It is my higher power telling me to feature Nomad. And I'm going to tell you something about Nomad. I've said this, if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. The owner of Nomad is the most amazing businesswoman. She is just the most amazing business owner, and it would be really cool if more businesses ran their brands the way the owner of Nomad runs her brand. She's always solid as fuck. I literally just had somebody say in the comments yesterday that Nomad is one of her favorite brands because of the customer service. And any of us who's ever had to deal with Nomad customer service knows for a fact that that is fucking true. We all know for a fact that if we've ever called Nomad with a broken shadow, she replaces it like that. My first palette ever from Nomad, and honestly, my loyalty to that woman will never die because of this. I was like a year into my channel. I got the Tokyo Harajuku. Fuck, I might have been 4 to 6 months into my channel. When I bought the Tokyo Harajuku palette, it came with like maybe a couple broken shadows. And at the time I was like new, and I felt some apprehension to feature a palette on my channel that had like that unsightliness, you know what I mean? I was still pretty new, and I just like didn't want to feature it. And so I emailed her and I was like, hey, I got a broken shadow, I have a channel, and I just don't, it's kind of not very pretty. And I didn't know then what I know now. And she emailed me immediately and was like, hey, we're gonna send you a new palette. You keep that palette and enjoy the free palette. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what she said. Enjoy the free palette. We're gonna send you another one. Didn't even fuck around. Now, we have seen her work in the same way with many of you and with certain situations, and like, she's just very, very cool. So when she messaged me, when a woman like that messages me and asks me if I want to get PR, I fucking say yes. And so with the sole thing in mind that like, I'm looking for things to feature on my channel for you guys, I'm kind of in this, like, I'm at an impasse, right? I'm kind of a little brokenhearted. I'm, you know, whatever. And so a little bit confused about what I'm going to do next. And so when I get that message at this time from that person, I'm like, absolutely fuck yes. And it just so happened to be a palette that I was going to buy anyway, because it's fucking cool looking. The color story is awesome. It's workable. You can go in a lot of different directions. And it only has one blender shade, but it's a badass blender shade. And it will work with any of these. And it's got this pink row. So, anyways, that's the whole story. I do have a discount code. It's LOSSED. And also, I don't make any money off of it. You guys get a discount. And I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. And also, I had a little bit of trepidation because like when you start getting PR from brands, I don't want getting PR from brands to like taint me. right? And so I had a little bit of fear and a little bit of trepidation, but I'm just gonna keep it real honest with you guys. I'm gonna shoot from the hip. I shoot from the hip at the end. I tell you what my actual real thoughts on this palette are. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, or hearing my final thoughts on the palette, or if you just like to watch, then hang out. Oh, and before we go on, I just want to let everybody know I did use this Ensley Rain lip gloss. So if that's like a thing for you, I just want to respect everybody's choices and respect everybody's decisions and respect that we came together and made a decision collectively. And I just want to respect everybody. So there. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm wearing a pink shirt. I really want to do an all pink look. I don't know that I'm going to. I'm going to use a Voldemort M506. And I'm going to go into, I actually can't even see that letter. There's a letter that I can't see. I'm going to go into this deepest shade. I like it that there's a deepening shade that will go with like any of these colors. It might contrast a little with the green, but you could still use it. Yeah, that's like almost a black. I think I'm just gonna keep it right in the outside too. Let's just do that for now. See where we go with it. So if I decide to, if I just stay in the outer V right here, just like right there, which as we've talked about several times before, just a little bit in the outer V when you have eyes that are hooded like mine are, is still a lot of area. That's like a lot of area, right? But it's just a little bit. And of course you have to like lift this right here or else it will actually slope down. I mean, that color's really going the distance too from just a little. It's really blending out and spreading nice. Wow, that's really blending nice. Holy cow. So I was driving up the street today when I was thinking about using this palette, and you know, I've talked a little bit about how like I love Nomad. I love the owner. I love Nomad. And also, like, I'm not quite as drawn to it sometimes as I am with other things. And I was thinking about it on my way up the street today when I was driving home from dropping off Zoe at school. And, you know, I was thinking about how I think that, like, okay, how do I say this? So I'm not really drawn to the idea of travel very much because I grew up, I came from poverty, right? Like poverty. So like for me, like traveling's for rich folks, you know what I mean? And like that isn't me at all. And I know that like a lot of people are into travel. I like am not into travel. I'm into like nesting and like survival. So I was thinking about like, what is that about? Like I'm actually, so like, you know how when you go into the launches and they do the game and it's the clues and all this stuff and all these people literally recognize them. They recognize these locations and like, I can't relate to those people at all. So like, I don't even, you know what I mean? It's not even a thing to me. I don't even try those games because I literally have no idea about like destinations and travel because like I came from like such poverty and I actually was like, I had to like unpack that. Like, what is my block about that? And it's because like I came from like dirt, you know what I mean? I'm fucking trailer trash. Like, so I was just thinking about like, you know, how is it that like the truth about, you know, when we talk about woke culture, like woke to me doesn't mean like what I think the buzz about it means. Like when I think of the word woke, I think of understanding that we're like actually limitless. We're like actually limitless and we're actually all one. We're all connected and we're actually limitless. And so what it means to me to be woke is to be able to tap into that. So being woke, I don't really know. It seems like a buzzword and I thought I had a handle on what the word woke means, but now it's like everybody's talking about like fake woke and it's like all this weird shit, right? But to me, woke means understanding that like money is energy, people are energy, everything is energy, and we're all one. And we're one with money. And like that to me is like what being woke means. And so I was thinking about how like, what is that block? Well, actually, like, okay, so here's what happens. So I got the message from the owner of Nomad, like, I don't know, some days ago. And she was like, hey, we were thinking about having you on the PR team for 2025. What do you think? And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go into this color right here. And I'm gonna use another Boldemorphe M506. I'm just gonna keeping it legit. So a lot of times when brands like wanna do PR with you, ooh, that's cute. They have like certain goals and like parameters and like things that they need you to do. Like, you know, indie brands can't like afford to just be whatever. So sometimes brands have like requirements or like, you know, goals that you need to meet to like continue to be on the PR team. And she kind of broke down what the goals were for me, and I immediately like went to fear. I immediately was like, I don't, you know, in my mind, I was like, I don't know if I can do that. And so I didn't like answer right away, but I instantly went to fear. Like, you know, it's like, cause that's what we do, right? And so like, I was thinking about this like concept of like, the truth is we're all limitless. And the only thing we're limited by is our own beliefs. And we really don't even know where those beliefs, like, we don't even know we're doing it. We just do it on accident. They're like these little tiny like micro thoughts, and they basically like pepper everything we do, right? Or salt it, like whatever. You know, like if you believe you're lucky, then that's like the salt, right? Or whatever. But you know, it's like, anyway. So I was thinking, and so I was already thinking about that, and I was thinking about like how quick I was to just think like, I'm not sure I can do that, you know what I mean? But I didn't say that. I basically just told her, I was like, I waited, I thought about it. I don't want to like commit to anything and then fucking fail, but why? Why don't I want to fail? Like, who gives a fuck if I fail? Like, and then I just said to her, I said, you know, well, fuck it, let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens. You know what I mean? Because like, I don't know if I can do that, but like, let's just try. And then she was like super cool, which she was like, you know, had a response that actually says to me, like, she's not like setting me up to fail or whatever. She just like, they have goals and these are at them, and like, let's try to do that. And if that doesn't work, then, you know, we can talk about something else, which like says to me that like, she's not like, she doesn't want me to fail. She's not like setting me up to fail. My channel is like pretty small still. And also like a lot of other people have codes and links with Nomad that have been doing this. They've had them for a really long time. So honestly, all of you guys that love Nomad, you have somebody that you're already using their code. And so this thought that like, okay, so like, what is my aversion to the travel themes, right? Okay, I'm gonna go a different route, and it's gonna make me a lot happier. I'm going to go into this pink right here, and I'm gonna use that to blend this out. And it's travel. Like, I like have an aversion to travel because I don't believe that, you know, I just have this thing about travel, this idea about like what it means to be like traveled, and like what it means when people have been to like Iceland and shit. Like, when the Iceland palette came out, you know, I actually like Googled Iceland and like kind of like Googled it as if I was gonna go there. You know what I mean? And I guess it's like actually like really expensive, and like it's like the bougie place where all like the like kind of elites go or something. I don't remember exactly, but it felt like out of reach for me. And so I was just like on my way here I had to like do a couple things before I filmed this video, and I was just thinking about how I had already been kind of thinking about this idea about like, I immediately kind of like went to fear about the goal. And then like thinking about like, what is this idea about travel? Because like travel isn't something that I even, I don't even aspire to travel. I don't even think about traveling. That's like not even a part of my world. And so it's not so much that that I have an aversion to traveling. It's just like this idea that like travel seems like only things that like people with culture and people like with money and like people who have all these like diverse interests, you know what I mean? And I would say that I have diverse interests. They're just not, they're like right here, you know what I mean? And so I'm not saying that people who like travel aren't in here. I'm just saying like, it's like, that just seems like so far from anything that is like attainable to me, that I actually feel like when I see the games begin for Nomad launches, that doesn't include me. I'm not included in those games because like I don't know anything about shit. You know what I mean? So anyways, I was just like thinking about this idea and like how, you know, this thing about being woke and how it's like we all have this like limitless potential to connect with the world and, you know, our dreams and like realize, and money, we have this limitless potential to connect to each other. And it kind of tied in with this idea about like, you know, why I feel like the themes of travel, I don't connect with them at all, you know. Now, the other thing I've been kind of thinking about is why does that even fucking matter? Why, you know, like it's good to love the theme, but like, why do I actually feel like stifled by this thing, right? Why do I actually feel stifled by it? You know, ever since all this shit went down with my brand that I love, why do I actually feel like stifled by? I feel like I have like a, you know, how it's like if you spend your whole life and all you like is corn dogs, then all you ever get to eat is corn dogs. If you spend your whole life and the only vampires you ever like are Anne Rice vampires, then you don't ever get to love any other vampires. If you spend your whole life thinking people who do yoga are like less than you, then you'll never get to do yoga and you'll just end up like sitting around, you know, getting old and like not having any mobility or like whatever. Like I feel like these like preferences are okay, but are they limiting? And then like thinking about this idea of being like woke and being like limitless, you know, and how does that pertain to like my beliefs about travel? So anyways, it was like this deep thoughts from Katie while she's using a ski palette about a place that I've never even, like can't even venture to have heard of. You know, fucking the only time I ever learn about culture is when Nomad launches a fucking palette. It's hilarious actually now that I think about it. Thanks, Nomad. Anyways, maybe something for me to take a look at. Well, it obviously is something for me to take a look at. Damn, I really like this formula. That's really blending nicely, even on my bad side. Also, I will tell you one thing that I dislike about this palette right off the bat is that it's about skiing and instead of snowboarding. I'm that bitch. Damn, I can't believe how good that's blending. Look at it, it's fucking perfect. Shoot. This really is a nice winter color story. I mean, I liked this palette the minute I saw it. Truth be known, I feel like it's pretty lucky that she like messaged me when she did, because I was like, oh yeah, I do like that color story a lot. Damn, that looks beautiful. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, I know that some of you are really well traveled and really like worldly, and like, I learn a lot from you guys. Like, one of you in particular that I'm thinking of right now, that's like, I learn a lot about like the world from this one particular person that I can think of right now. But like, are you like one of those people that can like see a clue from Nomad and be like, oh, well, that's in the Alps for sure, or like, Because a lot of people guess on those games, and it's like really fun, and like they're just like enjoying it and loving it. I'm like, what the fuck? I just don't know that much, you know? I feel like ever since I went like balls deep into the fucking TikTok ban, I've learned a little bit about China, which has been super cool. Damn, I can't believe how good that looks. She did say, we think you can do some good looks. Accurate. Damn, that looks beautiful. Okay, I'm just really gonna pink the house. This is actually making me really happy. This looks smooth and beautiful. I'm just gonna go into this pink and just really get this. I want it to just be more pink. We need more pink. I feel like I literally just went on like a pink tirade in my favorites of 2024. And I really wanted to do a pink look. And also the green and the blue in this look very interesting. And I just can't tell about the pink, but I kind of caught a glimpse of it at an angle, and I think maybe I might be just being assumed. So I was like, you know how for me, when I am blending a shadow, it's like, I know I can blend any shadow into submission. Like, there is a rare occurrence. The couple brands that I have felt like I have done everything in my power to blend them into submission and it wouldn't go, they are fucking dead to me. Those brands are fucking dead to me because there is no fucking shadow that I can't fucking blend. And so like I can get any shadow to do what I want it to do. But sometimes you just get a formula that just like effortlessly just like glides on, and when you blend it's like pure ecstasy. And like you just get that fucking feeling, you know what I mean? Like that feeling when you're like just sliding it in, you know what I mean? And so I'm like kind of getting that feeling right now. I knew it was gonna be that way too because when I used the Ireland Wild Atlantic Way palette, it was super buttery like that. Nomad, seriously, is there any culture where pink is the layout of the land? We gotta get on these brand owners about this shit. It is Valentine's Day though. You guys know what happens to me on Valentine's Day. Basically, I buy everything. There we go. It's always this side where everything goes awry, cause my eye's not as nice on this side. Pretty. That looks nice. Now I'm just gonna pink it up again, and I'm gonna try to keep it, because here's what keeps happening. This pink is like so pigmented, it's kind of getting down a little bit further, and it's creating like lightness where I don't fucking want it. So, damn, that looks fucking good. Shoot. I'm actually shocked at how good this looks. I did not plan this. I planned it to be something totally different. I also understood that like anything could happen. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do, okay, what am I gonna quickly do? Because here's what I think I'm gonna do. Wait, actually, no, because I really want to use that green. Do I though? Do I need to use that green? I feel like I do. I feel like I actually do. So I'm gonna go in with this brush, and I'm gonna go into, what, this color? Okay, I'm tossing back and forth either this color or this color. This color matches my outfit perfectly. This color matches nothing. But I can use that green. Fuck it, I'm gonna use the pink. I'm going in with the pink. I'm just gonna fucking do something that matches for once. How about that? How about that? The green would have been nice, don't get me wrong. It would have looked great. The green was all too predictable for me. You guys knew I was going for the green. I tricked you. I gotta keep you guys interested. Pretty. I could have just as easily done the green. It would have looked great. Everything would have been gravy. This is a really nice color. There's a little bit of kick up in this one. Actually, there's a little kick up in all of these. It feels like it's just the most perfect amount of kick up. Yeah, I love this. I'm loving this. We'll see how the shimmers do. We don't want to count our chickens before they hatch, do we? And it matches. That's nice. Should I go all the way across with it? Almost. We'll just do almost all the way across. That dimension is beautiful. This is great. I just realized, I think the reason why my blend always gets like so much better at the very end when I come down and then go back up is because like I don't end up like planting a bunch of product on top of my shit. Look at that. That's fucking nice, dude. Should I do the light pink or the dark one? I think I'm gonna use the lighter one. Love it. Wow, I'm in love with this. I'm glad I went with the pink. I actually am like stunned at how like this is just fucking perfection. Okay, now I have to go with the new plan. I'm gonna use my NYX glitter primer because these shimmers are probably gonna be super smooth. And I'm gonna use my, oh, what a treat my base brush is. And I'm sorry, but I am pretty happy to just be doing a pink look. As I said, I kind of went on a tangent, I feel like. And I'm using my Zoeva 232. And I'm gonna go into the Mountain Chalet. Good thing I have these shitten hairs on here. If you guys are having a hard time picking up the shimmers, just go rub your brush on your cat. Oh yeah, that's, ooh, wait. Oh yeah, that's fucking really pretty. All right, all right. All right, let's see what happens with this pink. You know, I feel like I'm just like coming at it from a frame of thinking of like what, you know, doing my ranking. But like every time I fucking actually put a pink on my eyes, I love it. So fuck it. Now I'm going into last run. Oh, the last run. Let's just see what happens here. Yeah, definitely not as cool as the blue. It's a nice pink, but it's not doing what that blue like purple shifter is. I mean, it's a subtle shift, but it's shifty nonetheless, and the pink is like not. I'm just raising this line. Have a disease. Now I'm just gonna tap this out. Just going in, give it a little tappy poo. Just getting some of that deeper shadow above the line. Now, the cool thing about this palette is that they have amazing inner corner highlight shadows. So I'm gonna go into this, and this one is shifty. Oh, it's super buttery too. I'm going into my MAC Fix Plus dupe, Dupe-a-Rooney to be specific. It's just a perfect pink to purple shifter. Oh man, that looks beautiful. And I'm just gonna go for a little spin on my brow. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I just want to see if I can get this a little. You know what? I'm going to do something. I just want to see. I'm going to use this like sharper pencil brush, and I'm going to go into this pink right here, and I'm going to kind of line that top edge with it, and I'm just going to kind of play with that a little bit, because if I don't, then I just want to do it a little bit to kind of make that other pink a little more interesting, because there is two pinks. Ooh. I'm just going to kind of go like this right here where those meet. Oh, you know what I want is that Blend Bunny brush. I'm going to use this Blend Bunny brush. Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit more joy. There we go. Yeah, I can look at that. That's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I use my Salon Perfect eye wigs in the soft and smoky kind. These are new ones, so they're a little bit stiff. Okay, so I started out with my Comet case, the Cosmic, and I did a dimensional blush look. I did a line of this on the bottom. Then I did I did a line of this on the bottom. Then I did a line of this on the top. And then I did a line of this on the very top to be like the highlight blush. And then I went in with my Woodstock Urban Decay liner. On my lips, I've got the Vamp Lip Pencil by Unearthly. And then my Ensley Rain Flutter Lip Gloss. And then at the very end, when I put my hoodie on, I decided that I wanted a little more pink. So I went into my incandescent blusher in Familiar, and I highlight with Bazaar by Unearthly. Okay, now let's talk about this palette. These mattes are like my standard. They meet my standards, like maybe even exceed them. Honestly, I feel like this is a really good matte formula, so I'm really excited about that. Having said that, I want to talk about the shimmers. So I wish that this pink was giving what this green and this blue are. Now, as I'm looking at it, when I was looking at it in the palette, it's not, they're the same. They're like the same, right? It just feels like the blue and the green are just like glowy and like ferocious. They're like super glowy, right? But then when I swatch the pink, I mean, it looks the same. It's just not doing what the green and the blue are doing. And as I said earlier, like I'm kind of on this kick where I'm like on the search for like these amazing pinks, and it feels like, you know, whatever. So I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I wish the pink was giving what the blue and the green were giving. You know it. I fucking know you know it. So like, there it is, it's out. Now let's talk about these shadows. All three of these actually, even that gray, which is kind of a, like that, it's just got the hint of lavender to it that I like. These are all fucking spesh. The middle one, the green one, actually shifts to pink. You can't see it in the monitor, which means it's a really good shifter. Also, the formula is the kind of formula that does not age your fucking old lady eyes, if you have those. I'm not saying that you do. I'm saying I fucking do. And so it is a formula that doesn't add age. It's like not chunky and fucking clumpy and, you know, what have you. That's it. That's the review. The mattes are literally some of the best I've tried in a long time. And it's been a while since I've used a Nomad palette. To tell you the truth, I was pretty excited when I saw this launch. As you guys know, I'm in a weird place where I'm like really taking into consideration the brands that I use on my channel. What gets me excited? What am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do now? It was like pretty fortuitous that I got the email or the message from the owner of Nomad. However, I was actually planning on buying this. This was like on the list. I was like combing the internet looking for things to get, and I actually was gonna get this. I love the color story. I don't love that it's a ski theme because I'm a fucking snowboarder. You know what I mean? Like, for once. You know what I mean? Why couldn't it be Chamonix après du snowboard? Just a thought. I'm just putting it out there. I actually thought about taking a snowboard sticker and like putting it on here, and then I didn't have one. So I would have done that if I would have had one, but whatever, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna actually shoot from the hip right now. Honestly, that's worked for me, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. The truth of it is, there's a ton of creators who are already using Nomad. They've been using Nomad for years. They have codes. You guys have been using their codes. I'm not going to sell you on Nomad. You guys already love Nomad. You know what I mean? Like, you guys already love them. And so, like, they already have a huge following. People fucking love Nomad. And honestly, the owner of Nomad is titties. So, like, I wish honestly more people did business like the owner of Nomad. And honestly, right now, what I'm about to say, because here's the deal. The owner of Nomad, there's a lot of brand owners out there, they're not watching my content. They're not watching my content if I have their affiliate links. They're not watching my content if I have their discount codes. They're not watching my content. They don't even know anything about me. Now, the owner of Nomad is not one of those fucking people. She will watch this video. And so, because she's like plugged in, she cares about people. She really cares about people. I honestly believe that about her. She actually really cares about people. She's the kind of person who comments on everybody's posts. You know, I buy Nomad about, I buy about 25% of Nomad's launches. She comments on every fucking one of my posts. She never misses an Instagram post. She always comments. So like, she will be watching this video, and this might actually like be shooting myself in the foot. And I just want to tell you guys, and I hope that's not the case. Sorry. That the way it's going to break down with this particular PR program is it's really going to break down to how many people use my link and how many people use my code. And it's really not going to be about like me making any money. Like the discount code I'm going to give you, I don't make any money off of it. I would eventually, in theory. And also, so many of you are already loyal to other content creators. And so like, if you have loyalty to other content creators, don't stop using their code. Like I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. I know that there is several people out there that are like doing content on Nomad. And really the only thing, like I said, Nomad sells itself. So the only thing I really have that is like different is myself. And so the way that this particular PR program works is that like my ability to stay on that PR program, kind of like how many people use my code is my ability to stay on that program. And so that's fine with me. I don't have any problem telling you guys that. It might actually be helpful for you guys to know that when you're listening to reviews. But I don't actually have a vested, I'm not invested in getting PR from Nomad. The only thing that I am invested in is so that I would get PR from Nomad so that I could feature Nomad on this channel for you guys. And the only thing that I have that's different than what everybody else has is me. And so I guess I'm just gonna put it on you, like not to put pressure on you. I'm not guilt tripping you, like I'm not doing anything. I'm just like shooting from the hip with you guys that like really my ability to feature Nomad consistently for you guys is gonna depend on your vote. So like you would be voting with my code. So what I'm gonna tell you is if you want me, if you want to continue to see Nomad content from me consistently with every launch, then use my code. That's it. I honestly would just as soon buy. Listen, when it comes to getting PR, you guys know I fucking buy a lot. Like I buy a lot. And so I'm going to be buying products regardless. I'm going to be buying that shit. You know what I mean? It's really just about like me being able to like continue to film content for you guys all the time, like with interesting and new releases and new launches. You guys are my priority. All this other shit, like honestly, what has gone down in the last like 2 weeks on here, like you guys are what matters to me. You guys are like you guys are the cream, right? And so like if you guys want to see Nomad reviews from me, then use my code. And it's LOSSED. And it saves you money, and it's affiliated, but it's not, I don't make any money off that code. Like I say, at some point there is the potential for me to do that, but as it sits right now, I don't make any money off that code. If you guys have probably, most of you have already bought this because the people, those of you who love Nomad, you already bought it. And so she told me the next launch you will be getting in advance, and you will be able to be certainly have your content up by launch day. And so at this point, like it's already a little late. You guys have probably already made your purchases, but I just kind of wanted to let you know like where my head is at as far as like accepting PR from a new brand, and like letting you guys know that I really just did that for you guys. I would just as soon continue to buy Nomad when I can or whatever. I really want to be able to feature more brands for you guys because I know that you guys know that there's like something else going on here. And also I'm not going to suck your dick to try to get you to use my code. And I'm not going to suck no dick for free makeup. So you guys know that, you know that you can count on me for that like I'm not going to suck nobody's dick for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to continue to be honest. And like, that's what has worked for me thus far. And you guys have shown me that like, that is like what you guys want. And so I'm just going to continue to be honest. And I'm going to continue to tell you that I'm a little bit disappointed with this fucking pink right here. But I'm also really happy that there was any fucking pink at all. And I'm not disappointed with this pink. It's very nice. In fact, I think this might be a duperoonie for, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't steal that coin phrase. A little doopy poo for that one color in that fucking disappointment of a palette from Give Me Glow, the Vivid Roses. I think this is the Guns N' Roses one. Actually, that's really fucking pretty. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know my vested interest is in you guys, and if you guys want me to continue to film Nomad reviews, then use my code. And I'm not trying to say it doesn't help me, it helps you. It helps me create content for you. So really that's it. And so like, and if I don't get PR, and if I fail, if like we decide, if you decide, if I don't make the cut, if I fail, I'm not going to even in even the slightest way be internally motivated to act like something is something that it isn't. I just want to let you guys know if I like palettes or not. And like, I really just want to stay true to that value. And I can see how I just want to be sure, and I just want to be sure and be doing that. So I just want to let you guys know that my only interest is to like have Nomad to film for you guys. And I know that a lot of you guys love Nomad. In fact, I just had somebody yesterday tell me that Nomad was one of their favorite brands. I know a few of you personally, Nomad is your favorite brand, and I would love to like have Nomad consistently to review for you guys and show you what it can do. And quite frankly, I'm just gonna tell you right now, you guys know I'm a fucking matte snob bad. And listen, those fucking bluey purples blend like fucking awesome. And I just used a bluey purple the other day that fucking gave me all kinds of shit, and it was literally the same color. Literally like so close to this color. It's crazy how close to that color it is. And honestly, this was like fucking butter. My skin looks anti-aged. My fucking my crinkles, like all my texture right there, you can't even fucking see it. Dude, that's that shit, right? That's that shit. That's that matte formula that I love. Anyways, that's it. I know I rambled on and on, but I just really want to make sure that you guys know that like it's kind of on you. Like if I have to meet certain goals of people using my code to continue to be on the PR team. Now, she was super cool. She was like, hey, if it doesn't work, then we can talk about something else that can work. So like, it's fine. Like, it's not like this dog eat dog thing where she's like, no, it's nothing like that. She's fucking amazing. You're fucking amazing. I'm all right. I'm fucking pretty all right. I'm pretty so-so. So I just wanted to let you guys know I got a new brand. It kind of caught me off guard. I'm not used to like brands like reaching out to me, and I really just want to stay true to you guys, and I really want to stay true to authenticity, and I really just want to like tell you guys what I like, what I don't like, and if you guys like my content, and if you guys like what you saw of the Nomad, because you guys are going to see content about Nomad everywhere, and you're going to hear how much people love it and how great it is. So it's like, you don't need to come to my channel to hear that, and you know it. Sorry if that makes anybody feel uncomfortable that's watching, like the owner of Nomad. That's what I have to do, because like you guys are my priority. So anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments, because I fucking love it. If you got like halfway through this video and you're like, oh my god, she is so pretty till she opens her big fucking mouth, then go check me out on Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later. Slayer.